Hello everyone, it's questions and answers time. The video where we reply to the questions you've left for us over the last few weeks. Hola, ¿qué tal? Hello, I'm Tony Galvez from Road Trip Spain and Portugal, where we help you plan the perfect trip with practical information and insider tips. The usual reminder, the next Q&A session should air approximately just before Christmas. So if you are traveling to Spain in November or December, do not leave a question for the next Q&A session. It won't make it in time. So let's reach for my cell phone, for my mobile phone. And here's the first question from Low A. Dear Tony and family, thanks a million for your videos. A friend told me that there is a kind of ticket to Montserrat inside the ticket machines with a tour guide. Please can you explain? Many thanks to you and to your family in advance. We do not know of such ticket including a tour guide. We just simply don't know. The only tickets we know are the combined tickets you will find in the links on the video about Montserrat. Jerry wants to know, love all your videos on Spain. Thanks, Jerry. We want to hire private guides in a number of cities coming up May 2024. We are also foodies and wine lovers. Thanks for all that you do and the great service you provide. Unfortunately, we won't be able to give you any recommendations of private guides as we never hire their services. We always do everything on our own. But we hope the information we publish here in the channel, Jerry, will be of help to you. Arpita, hi Tony, I'm a new subscriber. I love your videos. Be very welcome to the channel. We are 4 family members planning to visit Lisbon in November, so I just wanted to know, is Airbnb accommodation safe in Madrid, Barcelona, Lisbon? If yes, please let us guide some Airbnb accommodation. We try to put as much distance from Airbnb accommodation as possible here in Spain and in Portugal. Airbnb is responsible for the deterioration of the lives of local residents in the most touristic neighborhoods of all the cities you've mentioned. So we do not want to hear from Airbnb, and we advise everyone to search for accommodation in hotels or apart hotels. Liet, hola, I bought ticket train and it's written I can travel cercanías, all zones up to 4 hours. What is cercanías? I look on the internet, but not sure I understand. Can I use it in town? Liet, cercanías is a suburban train. So, for instance, if you arrive to Madrid airport and are going to take a train to Seville, the train taking you from Madrid airport to the railway station in Madrid is free if you are taking a Renfe, an AVE, or an Idiot train to Seville. That's cercanías. We talk about it on the video we recorded with tips on the high-speed train in Spain. You will find the link to that video and all videos we mentioned along the program in the first fixed comment underneath the video. Liet also wants to know, do you know where I can leave my luggage for the day in Cordoba? Yes, there's a left luggage facility at the bus station next to the railway station, but it's not that large. So you risk arriving there and finding there's no room for your luggage. Ideally, you would spend the night in Cordoba. That's what we advise people to do because it's such a wonderful city. It looks so beautiful at night. It's really worth spending the night there. Otherwise, why not plan Cordoba as a day trip from Seville, thus rendering unnecessary the search for a left luggage facility. Rice Bowl Rice, thanks for the Q&A videos. Do you have any recommendations of website to book bus tickets from Seville to Faro? I need to go to Faro station to take train to Lisbon. Rice Bowl Rice, yes, it's Alsa, alsa.es. That's a bus company that will take you to Faro. Paul, hi Tony, I know that it is in Spain itself, but I was wondering if you were planning on doing a video on Gibraltar. If not, do you have any advice on the best way to get there from Seville? My thought was to start in Seville, spend a day each in Cordoba, Granada, Malaga, and then take a bus from there to Gibraltar. Paul, first of all, we recommend you watch the video where we share our opinion on the days you should dedicate to each of the most important Spanish cities. And for Granada, we recommend you spend 3 nights. So going to Granada just for the day, to us, it's an absolute no-no. And roughly the same it goes for Malaga. Not 3 days, but spend at least 2 nights in Malaga. So looks like a bit of a mad rush what we are trying to do. We haven't got a video on Gibraltar. We might do it one day, but it's not our priority. I know people want to visit Gibraltar out of curiosity because it's a very unusual place, but with so many wonderful gems in Andalusia, we would only go to Gibraltar if you were dedicating, say, 20 days to Andalusia. But in your case, take a day from Granada to go to Gibraltar. It's something that we find it hard to understand. In any case, you could go from Malaga. Malaga is probably the easiest connection to Gibraltar. The next question we have is from Warlito. Hola, Tony. I'm just wondering why you're not featuring MAT in Lisbon. MAT is the Museum of Art, Architecture and Technology. We went to the museum. It's an incredible piece of architecture, modern architecture, but we didn't go inside. That's mainly the reason why we did not include it on our video with the top attractions in Lisbon. We don't like to talk about places we've never been to, so maybe next time if we get the chance to go inside we will probably feature it, but we didn't have time to go inside and we were in Lisbon for a week, so just I think that's a testimony of the amount of interesting things to go and visit in the city. A long question from Kel. I've watched quite a few of your videos in preparation for my trip to Spain. My teenage son would like to catch a Football Club Barcelona match. My question is it safe for a female tourist from Singapore going to a match with a teenage son? Absolutely safe, no problem. I understand the match is in the Olympic Stadium because Camp Nou is closed. Yes, that's absolutely correct. We would be staying in a hotel in the Passeig de Gracia area. Also, the crowd exiting the match would be immense. Would taking the public transport late at night be safe? Or would you recommend a taxi car with driver pick us up from the stadium? What apps would you recommend for getting a taxi car with driver? Thanking you in advance. Well, actually, there is no magic at the end of a football match. It's just too many people going out at the same time, and there is no public transport system that can cope with the avalanche of people leaving the stadium. What some locals tend to do is just leave the stadium 20 minutes before the end of the match in an attempt to get in front of the crowd. But yes, you could probably book a taxi. The problem is, where would you meet the taxi driver? Maybe you could ask at the hotel, how could that be arranged for you? Otherwise, just follow the crowd, go down Montjuic Mountain to Plaza de España, where there's a metro station, and there you could take the metro. It's a 20-minute walk, and there will be thousands of people doing that way. But like I said, when you go to a football match, it's something you assume that the moment of leaving the stadium, it's going to be a complicated moment. So take it easy, and if you have time to get to the metro station, that would be our choice. Lourdes wants to know, awesome video of questions and answers. We're a group of cruisers taking a cruise from Barcelona. My question is, what would you recommend to visit for those of us arriving in Barcelona a day or two prior to departure, as it is a short time to really cover everything Barcelona has to offer? And are there any we would need to make reservations or prior to visit? Well, yes, actually 1-2 days. If you watch the video we recommended earlier about the days you should dedicate to the most important Spanish cities, we mentioned that a minimum of 5 days in Barcelona is what we recommend, 5 days to see the basics. So in 2 days, you will have to make choices. Have a look at our top attractions in Barcelona video and choose. The places you should have tickets for in advance are 2, the Sagrada Familia and the Park Güell. Anupam, excellent channel. I am referring your videos for my Portugal-Spain visit in December this year from India. I want to know the best way to travel from Lisbon to Seville with luggage. Are there any trains available or flights? Anupam, there are no trains, but you can fly from Seville to Lisbon. That would be our choice of travel. And the same Anupam, I want to book a hotel in Seville where it's centrally located, and I want to have a day trip to Granada. Will 1.5 days be enough for Seville and a day trip to Granada? First of all, Anupam will have a video with hotel recommendations in Seville. We recommend you watch it because you will find our recommendations there. Again, watch the video where we share our advice on the number of days you should dedicate to Spanish cities. For Seville, it's a minimum of 3, it's a non-negotiable minimum of 3 nights. The same goes for Granada. Granada could never ever be contemplated as a day trip. For us, that's again an absolute no. If you don't have enough time, just stay in Seville and at least get to know Seville properly. The next question is from Laura. Hi Tony, thanks for all the great advice. Traveling from the USA to Madrid and Barcelona with a group of 6 in late October, early November. Do restaurants accommodate requests for separate checks? That's a very good question, Laura. If you want to split the bill, the check, at the end, that's quite easy. So the time it comes to pay, you tell the waiter, that's 50-50. The bill is 50, the total check is 50. He can do 25 on one credit card, 25 on another one. But if you want separate checks with every single thing each person or group of people have eaten separately, you should indicate that from the very beginning so they can have 2 separate checks for each one of you. So if it's just a question of splitting the check 50-50, you can do it at the time of paying, no problem. But if you want separate itemized bills separate, ask the waiter right from the outset that you will want that, so they can take notes separately of the things you keep ordering. And finally, we have a question from Tutti Frutti. Hello, maybe a dumb question. There are no dumb questions. Well, a few are dumb, but yours is not. Can you order a menú del día in every restaurant in Barcelona? Well, for anyone who's not familiar with the menú del día, we always refer to it as the traveler's best friend. And we have a video on the channel where we give you all the details. And the answer to you is no. Not all restaurants offer a menú del día. I would say the majority do, but it's not uncommon to find a restaurant not offering the menú del día. And that was all the questions we had for this season. Remember, next season of questions and answers just before Christmas. We're going to leave you on the screen with our list of all the Q&A sessions we've published so far, in case you want to have some fun having a look at all the questions we have answered so far. Safe travels for everyone.